Did you know that we can only observe about 5% of the universe? The rest is made up of dark energy and dark matter, which we can't see or detect directly. This unseen majority of the universe is a mystery that scientists are still trying to unravel. Dark matter binds galaxies together, and dark energy is causing the universe to expand at an accelerated rate. So, we're essentially blind to 95% of the universe. Isn't that mind-blowing? In your body right now, you have enough iron to make a 3-inch nail, enough sulfur to kill all the fleas on an average dog, and enough carbon to make 900 pencils. Isn't that fascinating? This amazing wonder, the human body, is a veritable treasure trove of elements. There's enough phosphorus in there to make 2,000 match heads. And all the potassium inside you, it could fire a toy cannon. Speaking of firing things, the magnesium in your body could ignite a pretty decent firework display. And that's not all. The body also contains trace amounts of precious metals. Yes, you heard it right. There's gold in them there, veins. But don't go rushing off to the smelters just yet. The amount of gold in the human body is minuscule, just enough to coat a small fingernail. Who knew our bodies were such gold mines? Some ants may be small, but they can lift 50 times their own body weight. Imagine that. It's due to their incredibly compact and muscular bodies, designed perfectly for their lifestyle. They need to carry food, build colonies, and sometimes even move their entire home. It's a weightlifter's dream, isn't it? This astonishing strength is due to their small size and high muscle density. So, next time you see an ant, remember, if you were as strong as an ant, you could lift a car. We've explored less than 5% of the world's oceans. That's less than the moon's surface. Just let that sink in for a moment. Our vast oceans, covering more than 70% of our planet, remain largely uncharted. Why is that, you might wonder? Well, plunging into the ocean's depths is no easy task. The crushing pressure, the bone-chilling cold, and the pitch-black darkness make it a formidable environment for humans. And yet, in this inhospitable world, life thrives in its most bizarre and fascinating forms. Imagine colossal squids wrestling with sperm whales, fish that create their own light, and underwater mountains taller than Everest. These are not scenes from a science fiction movie, but realities that lie beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. So the next time you look up at the stars and wonder what's out there, remember to look down at our oceans. The next frontier might not be in space, but right here on Earth, in the deep blue sea. Ever had a dream that felt incredibly real? That's because your brain can't tell the difference between the real world and the dream world. It's a mind-boggling fact, isn't it? When we dream, our brain is at work, processing information, creating scenarios, and telling us stories through these intricate dreams. On a scientific level, dreams are a series of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations that occur involuntarily in the mind during certain stages of sleep. But here's the fascinating part. The brain activity during dreaming, particularly during the REM sleep stage, closely mimics that of when we're awake. Our senses, emotions, even our logical reasoning, they're all engaged, just as they are in our waking life. And that's why dreams can feel so incredibly real. Our brain doesn't differentiate between the experiences we have when we're awake and the ones we have when we're dreaming. So, The next time you have a wild dream, remember, it's as real as your brain thinks it is. Light travels at an astonishing speed of 186,282 miles per second. So fast, in fact, that it could circle the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. Imagine, in the blink of an eye, light has already made several trips around our planet. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? This speed is not just a fascinating fact, but it also profoundly impacts our perception of the universe. When we gaze at distant galaxies, we're not seeing them as they are right now, but as they were when the light we're seeing started its journey. It's like looking back in time, into the past of the cosmos. So, light speed doesn't just make possible our everyday tasks, like watching television or using the internet. It also allows us to be time travelers in a way. So, when you look up at the stars, you're actually seeing light that left them years ago. The cells in your body have a specific lifespan. Your skin cells, for example, live only about 2 to 3 weeks. Imagine that. Less than a month, and they've completed their journey. Now compare this to your heart muscle cells. These hardworking cells can last an entire lifetime, never dividing or regenerating. They're with you from the start, beating away day in and day out. And what about your red blood cells? These tiny oxygen carriers have a lifespan of around 4 months. They travel through your body, delivering life-giving oxygen before being replaced by fresh cells. Your liver cells? They stick around for about a year or so. They're the diligent janitors of your body, cleaning up and detoxifying. It's a constant cycle, a cellular dance of life and death, renewal and replacement. It's happening right now as you listen to this. So in a sense, you're a completely new person every few years. The universe is so vast that if you were to scale it down to the size of Earth, Earth would be smaller than a grain of sand. Now let that sink in for a moment. This is the incomprehensible universe we're talking about. Imagine the largest thing you can think of. Perhaps it's the towering Mount Everest or the expansive Pacific Ocean. But even these colossal entities are but tiny specks when compared to the grandeur of the universe. To put things into perspective, let's consider the Milky Way, our very own galaxy. It's 100,000 light years in diameter. That means even if you were to travel at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to cross it. Now that's just one galaxy among the 2 trillion galaxies estimated to exist in the observable universe. So where does that leave us, humans, on our tiny blue planet? Well, Earth is just one of the 8 planets orbiting a rather average star, the Sun, which is just one of the hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way. And remember, our galaxy is merely a drop in the cosmic ocean. Yet despite our seemingly insignificant size, we're not insignificant at all. We're part of this vast cosmic dance, spinning and twirling through space and time. And in our smallness, we find our greatness. For it is us, humans, who have the capacity to comprehend this vastness, to question our existence, and to marvel at the beauty of the cosmos. Isn't it awe-inspiring? The sheer size of the universe is enough to make one feel incredibly small, yet paradoxically, it also makes us feel profoundly significant. For in this vast cosmic arena, we're the ones who have the privilege to ponder, to explore, and to understand. Next time you're feeling overwhelmed, Remember, in the grand scheme of the universe, we're incredibly small. But it's this very smallness that makes us and our quest for knowledge all the more remarkable. As we wrap up, consider this. Everything we've discussed is just a fraction of the intriguing facts about our world and universe. We've journeyed from the unseen corners of the cosmos to the hidden powers within our own bodies. We've marveled at the might of the humble ant and delved into the mysterious depths of the ocean. We've pondered the power of dreams, the speed of light, and the lifespan of our own cells. Each of these topics a testament to the sheer vastness of knowledge that exists. Yet, every answer we find only leads to more questions, more mysteries to unravel. This is the beauty of our never-ending quest for understanding. It's a journey filled with awe, wonder, and boundless opportunities for discovery. So, remember, no matter how much we learn, there's always more out there. So, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, there's always more to learn.